Okay, what I got here is a friend of mine dropped off this vehicle and told me that there's a humming noise at the back. This is a '08 Volkswagen Eos 2-liter turbo, and what he told me is that when any speed, when he driving on the street or cruising or freeway, there's that humming noise. And humming noise, it could be grinding pads, rotors, or hub bearings. So took it for a drive. He's right. Any speed, the faster you go, the louder the humming is. Sounds like grinding to me, but there's humming to both side, left and right, left rear and right rear is humming. He swapped the tires from two from the front going to the back, and then back to the front, and same thing. The noise is still there. So I started to taking the the rear suspension and brake apart. Let's take a look here. So I took this off already. Tires, calipers, brake pads. It looks like it's about its last legs. Need to replace those. Rotors. If this is my vehicle, I would replace rotors as well. But he told me that he don't want to replace the rotors. He just want to replace the pads and bearings. So both bearings in the back and pads on the back wants to replace. Oh, no, that's not the one. There you go. Oh, it just loose. So because of this nut right here is loose, I loosened up already. You use 330 bit. So 6 stars, 6 points, 330 bit on that. So you can tell bearing. So that's like freely, it's there's no weight on this bearing. It's noisy already. The vehicle's up on the jack, and the bearing is just floating there, and it's already making a noise. So you imagine if you have the tire on there and then drop the vehicle down, and the bearing will be all preloaded and stretched with the weight, and then add that with the weight, and the bearing is making noise already. You can have a big humming noise. So definitely the bearing on this one. Same thing on the other side. I'll do the same on the other side. So I got tools and parts already here. This 12 points T18 is the one I need for the center bolt here for the hub. This is 12 bolts, not 12 points, like T18. It's right there. And then I got the hub, and then brake pads for the front. So just 2 hubs, 1 set of brake pads. That's about it. Should be fun. There is MT18 12 points star. I heard that this is a stubborn little bolt in there. Not little, but big head, long bolt. Let's give it a try. The back of the hub right now, you can tell, looking at the back, so you can see there's bolts right here and this box right here, torque. There's bolts. Those two bolts, I'm gonna take them off. That holds the caliper. So what I mostly do is, like, if it's all covered with dust and dirt and shit in there, so I'm gonna just use a air gun. Just gonna clean a little bit. Same thing. Dusty, so dusty in there. So oops. Again, watch your eye. And what I use to take those two bolts off is this MT14. 12 points MT14 is that I'm using, and I'm just using like a strong arm with a flexible head, so easy. Start with the top first. It's in there. Make sure it's in there. Here's the last one. Brackets off.
side. The rotor on the side. And there she is. That's it, man. Holy shit. This have ABS or speed sensor or whatever. I hope my new hub would have that. See, let's compare the new one and the old one. See if if we get exact the same, apples to apples, right? Use a file. Use safety glasses with this thing. So I use AC Delco brake silicone lubricant. Been using it. I think this lasts me about almost a year. So, lube that up. Put it in there, and then slide boot over. There you go. Same thing the other one. There you go. Now let's put it back together now. It has this symbol in there. When I see something like this, basically you have to, what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna push this piston back to the bore so that when I put the new caliper, when I put the new pads on there, it will fit. This needs to push back in there. So I'm gonna check the master cylinder, pop the cover, make sure that the fluid is half empty, so that it won't spill, right, when I push, because it's hydraulic. So I'm gonna push this down there, by using this. What I use this mostly is for Hondas on my project. My my Prelude is a project car, and none of this setting here won't match. Trying like has to be fit, right? Like try so many different angles and it won't fit. So this is all I got. There's no any other out there, but I'm for sure there's something out there. But right now I can't get them. There's like 4 or 5 parts store, automotive store here, and they don't have any of them. So if you know something, you can just post it in on the comments and see what style do I get for next time. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a flat screwdriver, just, you know, slowly work things out. I know it's kind of danger to do this because you might stab your arm, but whatever works, right? Oh. Another method to use is, I seen one online, did a little bit of search, and one guy on YouTube used this right here. This tool to push the caliper. I use this tool to push the piston back into the bore, because when I use the freaking long nose pliers, they did not work. So this tools work really good. I had to go to the store and rent this. It's like 80 bucks or something like that. I get it back when I return this tool back. So as long as it's clean and no missing, this tool works really good. So now I put that in the side. This is ready to go. I'm working on the calipers, pads. I'm gonna put lube on this. Mostly I got this, again, silicone brake lube. Mostly is I put lube on the piston. For some vehicles, this notch right here has to line up like that, because on the pads there's a tabs in the tabs here that has to go into those holes. But on this case, on a Volkswagen Eos, the pads, there's nothing in the back side, so it doesn't matter which way those slots facing, doesn't matter. So put lubes on the other side, caliper, slide her down. Sliding caliper bolts. This one, I believe it's like 26 foot-pounds or something like that. 26. And I use this. So torque spec on these thing right here. I'm gonna find out. That's this number 15 right there. Number 15. Newtons and 180-degree turn. So I go by foot-pounds, so I had to convert out of foot-pounds. Okay, so the conversion of this 200 Newton convert to foot-pounds is 147 and a half foot-pounds, 147, and plus 180 turns. So that means set 147, dial in your dial torque bar right here to 147, and when it click on 147, you add 180 degrees. So from say 10 o'clock, no, from 9 to 3, that's 180. So just half a circle, 180. Yeah, no, 180. 90 degrees like an L, plus to make it 180 is half a circle. Yeah, so let's try this. It's gonna be tough because I need to have a longer leverage on this. Let's try it without. See what we get. So 147 foot-pounds. Let's set that up here. Basically it's 147.5, but doesn't matter as long as you're on that range of number. 147 and a half. Let's go 148. So 140 plus 8 is 148 foot-pounds. So it will give us a try. Should click pretty soon here. There you go. One more. There you go. So I'm gonna add 180. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this breaker bar. What I'm gonna do is 90 degree plus another 90 degree is 180. Okay, so 90 plus 90 is 180. It's hard for me to go like from there, from 9 to 3 o'clock. That's gonna go 12 to 3 and then another 12 to 3, 180. Gonna be tough. $90 and another $90. I'm gonna have to use the long bar. Longer leverage.